Y'all know what? That song just gets me hyped for some reason. It's your boy DJ Richie Skye back with another video. Skye Squad, we are in the building. Yes, we're back with some more entertainment news. We're going to keep it fun, y'all. We got to talk about some things, though, okay? We got this potential new beef between Porsha and Cynthia, okay? Then we got to talk about another beef that's brewing with a former co-host of Porsha's. This is crazy. We also got to talk about Gizelle and Robyn and some new things they got cooking up ahead of the season 6 premiere of The Real Housewives of Potomac. And of course, we got to talk about Beverly Hills since it's just about to launch tomorrow. Now, before we get into that, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you ain't done so already. Join the texting community. You guys can see the number below. I'll hit you up every time there's a new video about to drop. And let me know in the chatterization where you guys are watching from. Now, I see we got Canada up in the building. We got Georgia up in the building. North Carolina up in the building. Memphis, Tennessee up in the building. Hey, who else we got? Canada, I see you. Los Angeles, Mississippi, M.I., cricket letter. Okay, Alabama. Who else is in the building? Clearwater, Florida, NYC. Philly in his naive Saudi Arabia. Wait. We got to highlight that, okay? Where I see that at? Oh, we got Namibia up in the building. Motown, the D, baby. Dallas, Texas. H-Town. I was just in H-Town this weekend, y'all. They was lit down there. Oh, my God. Miami, Florida. Milwaukee, San Diego. Warwick, New York. Who else is in the building? Hey, Jamaica, Texas, Durham, Springfield, Massachusetts. I see y'all. Who else? Vancouver, Germany. Jersey, 757. Hey. DC Airport. No, boo, no. Uh-oh. Nashville up in the house. Gainesville, Florida. United Kingdom in the his not East Solomon's Island. Lansing, Michigan. Alabama, London, England. Hey, St. Kitts, Bermuda. I see y'all. Up in the place. Listen, thank you so much for joining today in this good chatterization. Well, again, we're going to have fun. Y'all know we do this to have a good old time, okay? And today we're going to have a good old time because we got a couple of things to talk about. Let's go ahead and get up into it, okay? First things first, your girl Erika Jayne. Let me tell you what's going on. Chime in the chatterization if you guys are going to be tuned in to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills tomorrow night for the season premiere of season 11, I believe. I believe it's season 11, right? Chime in. Let me know. I'm watching, or hashtag Real Housewives of Beverly Hills in that chatterization if you're going to be watching. Because guess who else is going to be watching? These lawyers, okay? They're going to be watching too because they're going to be wanting to know, okay, exactly what your girl Erika Jayne is saying. You know what I'm saying? They're going to want to know exactly what is coming up out of her mouth in order to take it to the courts. Let me tell you what's going on with this situation. Now, according to a new report, this is being reported by Reality Blurb. Let's go ahead and hit that like button, y'all. Investigators will be scrutinizing Erika Jayne's comments on the new season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills as they try to hunt down the assets in her possession to pay back her estranged husband's Thomas Girardi's former clients. Now, y'all know these clients range from everybody from airplane crash victims to all other types of lawsuit victims and stuff like that never got their money. Meanwhile, Erika Jayne had been out here talking about she spent $40,000 on glam per month. Okay, y'all remember that $40,000 on the glam per month. Now, I don't know what you got to do for your glam that you got to spend $40,000 on it. But I mean, I feel like every time we see you, you need to have a whole new face for $40,000 because I don't understand what they're doing to you. What are they doing? Are they recreating your body out of nothing? I mean, what is they doing for $40,000 a month? I just want to know. Okay, now I know it's some makeup artists out there, and I know that they are well worth the time that they charge. But $40,000, what are y'all doing? Okay, so anyway, the people are going to be scrutinizing this. And y'all know we're going to be tuned into it because I want to know what's going on with this whole situation myself. I'm an avid Beverly Hills follower, so I will definitely be tuned in. And y'all, of course, we're going to have to talk about it. Yes, Sarah, $40,000 on the glam per month. Per month, not per year, per month. Okay, now I could understand what she said, $40,000 if it was per year, because maybe, just maybe, you know, you guys to do some stuff for the show, you guys to do all of these other things and whatnot. But I just feel like $40,000 on some glam, you made yourself look bad on that one. Come on now. What kind of thing is that to brag about? Even if you got money like that, I would never say nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's crazy. Whew. 40 stacks. You heard it. Okay. Stephanie Crutch says she's spending because she has it, or was she spending the people's money that was supposed to go to the victims? That's the question. Whose money was she spending? That's gonna be what's the question, right? It's expensive to be her. Okay, quite expensive. Whew, y'all. There's a whole lot going on in the Bravo landscape. Y'all know that BravoCon is indeed coming back. Now, for those of you guys, I'm gonna go ahead. Let me see if I can pull up the Bravo TV real quick, because I wasn't even going to intend to talk about this, but just to let you guys know, for those who didn't make it in 2019, okay, the BravoCon is back on, okay. It is going to be October 15th through the 17th. Now, last time them tickets was super high, okay? They were super duper high, so I ain't go at the time. Now, I might try to go this year, see what's going on, give y'all some reports from the day-to-day of the whole situation. Who would meet me up in, who is up in New York for me to meet during that weekend? Let me know if you're up there in New York for me to meet, because I'm going to be interested in seeing what they got going on. Thank you for the super chat, Tanisha. We appreciate you, okay? I think it's Brooklyn N-Star 79 says, I think Erika and her team were scamming Tom, charge more and give her a cut. Thank you for that super chat. We got another one. A new face for sure. I hate to see her after she can no longer afford it and the face will reverse. Y'all crazy. Speaking of what else is going on in the Bravo land, now I don't know if you guys had happened to see this yesterday. Okay, right. That's what I was thinking. If we can have a little Sky Squad meetup. I have been wanting to do these for the longest time, but in my mind, I'd be like, would anybody come? Would y'all come and do a meetup and let's party the night away? Because y'all know I do likes to party. Okay, quiet as it's kept. I do likes to shake a little leg. Now I'm not trying to be up all night. Okay, but I do likes to have a little jamboree, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like, you know, maybe we could do a little brunch in a couple of different cities, which I think that would be fun. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. Mark Pace says, much love from Brinkley, Arkansas. Yes. Catherine says, we will for you to go. Yes. Thank you for the super chats. Lala Chanel says, Erika's about to be in jail. Like, Jen, be careful, boo. Be careful. Ironically, the BravoCon occurs on October 15th through the 17th. Guess what, y'all? Jen's court date is on the 18th, right after that, okay? So we're going to leave New York and we're going to fly on over to Salt Lake City, okay? Find out what's going on there. We're going to have a pond. Yes, let's get this Ponderosa started, y'all. Let's get this Ponderosa started. Right, a bougie brunch. That sounds like y'all know I love a brunch, right? Okay, I'm digressing, but I have been wanting to do something like this for a very long time. So maybe we can sort of organize it. I got to figure out which cities, but we'll get it. We'll get it down pat. Now, back to the news. Now, I know y'all happen to see this, and if you didn't, let's talk about it. So, your girls, Robyn and Gizelle, okay, have begun a new business endeavors, okay? Let me tell you about it, okay? Now, this is a podcast called Reasonably Shady, okay? And oh, yes. Always the Georgia Pieces. Give me the time and place. I'm coming. Okay. We about to put it together. I don't know how, but we about to put it together, y'all. I got you. Oh, this is going to be fun. Okay. Now, Okay, let me tell you what's going on with these two young ladies right here. So they're releasing a podcast called Reasonably Shady. It is going to be launching May the 24th. Okay, now it's going to be on the Black Effect Network, podcast network, on the iHeart Radio, under the iHeart Radio brand. Okay, and so you can already follow them on the Reasonably Shady Instagram account as well. And they actually have a little clip that's out. I'm not going to play the clip because, you know, one of them is talking about doing some medicinals. So I won't play the clip right here. But let me tell you what I think about it real quick. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you what I think about it. Somehow I don't think that Jamal will be coming. Okay. I don't think he's gonna be there, sadly. Okay, so let me give you guys, we got a super chat from Dr. Lillian H. Thank you, boo. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love, a dub dub. Okay, so let me Ajontis, I'm not gonna put your post on the page, but yes, you have got it. If y'all can see Ajontis Betts comment, that is what they talking about up in this podcast episode or clip right here. Now, let me tell y'all this real quick. I'm gonna give you my thoughts on this real nice. I'm not going to be too nasty, okay? I don't think Robyn Dixon will be there either. I mean, Juan Dixon. I don't. That's a good one. Will Robyn be there? Okay. Anyway, this is what I think. Personally, you know, I get it. I feel like Gizelle coming off of the heels of the Bravo chat room ending, I feel like she felt like it would be a good way to extend her brand. And in that regard, I think, okay, I get it. She wasn't she was pretty good, pretty decent on the Bravo chat room. And I'm gonna be more please, Richie. Yes, thank you for the super chat. Now, I feel like she was, and I'm gonna be non-biased in this one moment right here. Dasher Painter Server Mom Chrissy says, I'll be at the Lenithia. I'll pass. I'm trying to get to the Lenithia too. Okay. I need to head on down to Atlanta to get up into that Lenithia lounge. Let me just say this real quick. I think that this is good for Gizelle. I'm not so sure about Robyn. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. And I'm gonna definitely listen to the episodes to see, you know, what they bring. I did feel like Gizelle was good on Bravo chat room. I felt like she has what I believe is the makings of a good lead host. So we'll see what, and I'm speaking just from someone who has worked just in the industry of, you know, doing this and on news and stuff like that. I felt like she got that energy, right? However, what I will say though is I would be much more interested in a Dr. Wendy Asefo podcast, because I feel like that's in her wheelhouse. Dr. Wendy Asefo is a, you know, outside of her 4 degrees, you know, I feel like she is a commentator of the political sort. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that would be this would be a good space for her, similar to how Ebony K. Williams from the Real Housewives of New York already had holding court with Ebony K. Williams and Dustin Ross. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I feel like, you know, it would be better to have Dr. Wendy Asefo and maybe Dr. Wendy's sister as a podcast, because I feel like both of them have, you know, Dr. Wendy's sister is, you know, in the medical field. And I feel like Dr. Wendy also has, again, her political commentary. So to me, it would just be a more of a natural fit for that type of thing. This is giving me very much Brandy and Stephanie from the Real Housewives of Dallas. They have their own podcast in the same vein. They have something similar to this. But to me, I'm just kind of feeling like, I don't know how well this is going to do. I don't know. Somebody asked what happened to Bravo chat room. We're going to discuss that in just a second. So give me a moment and we're going to get to that too, Roland Rebel. Thank you for asking that. But the chat room did end, unfortunately. So maybe, this will be a good way for them to comment on the season in similar to how Porsha's able to comment on the season on the day on Dish Nation. Okay, so maybe that's going to be what their plan is. So we'll be able to see. Let me know if you guys are going to be watching in the chat-terization. Okay. Hey, thank you, Helene. Easily, Vegas loves you too. And I love me some Vegas. A couple of family members are going to Vegas in a couple of weeks, but I just want to make sure I can open up my schedule, and I may be out there as well. So let's get to the Porsha. Okay. Let's get to Porsha and Cynthia. Y'all remember this? Y'all remember this moment from when? Let me chime in the chatterization. Y'all remember this in this moment? Hey, let me know if y'all remember this. Just give me a yes or a no. Okay, yes. Woo, this is one of my favorite fights. Okay, yes, that kick to the gut. Okay, y'all remember that? So, to me, I'm just going to tell y'all, if people think that Porsha versus Kenya was really the battle royale, it was really Porsha versus Cynthia that was the battle royale. Okay, yes, I feel like that moment that Porsha pulled on Kenya's wig and yanked her down to the floor was something that broke the internet. But the real altercation that I feel like was probably the better one, okay, was this one right here. It was Cynthia and Porsha, and it just came out of nowhere that day. It really just came out of nowhere. And so I just kind of feel like, this could be definitely a beef to see in this new season. All right. Now, we also had this glorious moment right here between Porsha and Cynthia where they got into it at that restaurant. And I believe Cynthia walked out on Porsha. So what I'm leading up to is that we might have another one of these good beefs on our hand for season 14. It's about to be lit. Let's get into it. Now, if you guys head on over to the Jasmine brand, y'all know we love us some Jasmine brand over here. Let's like this post. Show them some love, y'all. Show them a little love up in this place, okay? So for whatever reason, we got the notification that Porsha Williams had done unfollow Cynthia Bailey, sparking rumors of a fallout, okay? Now, I have seen this floating around on the Real Housewives of Atlanta times the Real Housewives of Potomac page, on the Peach Report Daily page. I'd like to shout out my people as well. But if you see here, you will see that good Porsha has done unfollowed Cynthia Bailey. Now, why she do that? Why she do that? Okay. Why did she do that? Why did she unfollow her? Now, we know that there have been a lot going on betwixt Porsha and the world, okay, because of her announcement that she is engaged to that Good Simon Guabadia, okay? And so everybody has been commenting on it. We've had, Nene comment on it in an interview. We've had Tammy Roman comment on it. Claudia Jordan has commented on it. We had Garcelle Bouvet commented on it. And so I'm trying to figure out what it was that 50 Cent had done, okay, to that good Porsha for her to unfollow her, okay? Now, somebody said Mike Hill was commenting on the situation. Oh, Mike Hill said, "Keep me out this mess." Okay. Now, would that be enough for her to unfollow Miss 50 Cent. And then she posted this. Okay. She posted this. She say on her IG, now this was suspiciously after it had been reported. Now this could be in relation to something else, and I readily admit that it could, okay? But at the same time, what I do is I look for the signs. I look for the signs and the signals, and to me, this was a sign and a signal, okay? She posted on her Instagram IG story, she said, God removes people from your life because he heard conversations that you didn't hear, okay? So, I don't know. I don't know about it. Okay? Thank you for that super chat, Angel White. Y'all be sleeping on Cynthia. Quiet as kept. She's shady. Thank you, boo. You know, when Cynthia gets activated, okay? When Cynthia gets activated, let me tell you something. She is a firestorm, okay? She is a fire. Remember, she went off on Marlo? Okay, she went off on that good Marlo up in the Canada. Y'all remember up in Toronto in their room, in that hotel room? Ooh. Anika K says, Nene has always said Cynthia wasn't innocent. Okay. Now, this is going to be the beef to watch. Okay. Now, speaking of beefs to watch, let's go ahead and jump on over to Porsha and Kate. Now, somebody had asked me earlier about the Bravo chat room. Okay. Okay. Now, Kate, as you guys may recall, was a guest. Well, not a guest. I thought she was an executive producer on that show, as well as a host. But in my opinion, I feel like she didn't seem as comfortable. I don't know. Something was going on. It didn't necessarily seem like the right fit for her and that group. And so mysteriously, she was no longer on the show, if you guys may recall. Well, now she has done an interview. And I want to point to you guys where you guys can find this interview again, because I like to let you know where the stuff is. So if you guys follow, what is it? It's called the What Else Is Going On podcast. Speaking of Cynthia Bailey, okay. The What Else Is Going On podcast, and let me pull it up for you guys right here. Okay. And so the podcast Instagram name is WEIGOP podcast. Okay. So follow them on Instagram. So let me let you know what happened with this interview, because Kate is going in on Porsha Williams, calling her an actress and very calculated, and suggests that she may be lying about the relationship with Simon Guobadia, and she suspects that Porsha is going to be quitting Real Housewives of Atlanta in lieu of a spinoff. Okay, so a couple of highlights that she said, okay? She says, no sex shaming, do what you want to do. Now, this is what she's talking about Simon. She says, do what you want to do, but it's probably not the first thing you want on your Google search. It's almost more ladylike to hide it, but at least deny it, okay? Now, this is what she said on that episode of the podcast about Porsha's alleged hookup, with Bolo. She says, no sex shaming, do what you want to do, but it's probably not the first thing you want on your Google search. It's more ladylike to hide it, but at least deny it. So she's saying that Porsha should have at least denied that they did anything, right? Then according to Kate, there's no way to predict what Porsha is going to do next because her behavior isn't determined by normal logic. She says about Porsha, she says, I think she's playing chess all the time in her mind. She's a very good actress. She's very talented, okay? So she continues by saying, for her not to respond. Okay. Oh, she says that when they were talking about Fallon and Simon on the Bravo chat room, and they talked about how much money Simon and Fallon had, Kate says that Porsha was holding back. She says for her not to respond to how much money they have is strange. That's why she's so talented. She's always got a quick something, and I respect that. So when she didn't respond about their wealth, I was like, is she okay? She said that Porsha's so talented, she could run her car into a school bus of children and somehow spin it that she's the hero. It's frightening, but impressive and very, very calculated. Now, with regards to Porsha's upcoming spinoff, she says that she heard about the series prior to the rumors, before suggesting that Porsha's new romance has changed how people feel about her. She says that it will be interesting to see how that develops considering the news. She then went on to say that she believes that Porsha's spinoff special will be turned into a full-time series, and the potential show will prompt Porsha to quit the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She says, I do think she'll leave. I think this 3-part special is probably a test run for a spinoff. They did just take Don't Be Tardy off the air. She says maybe Porsha brings in the higher numbers. Maybe the conversation was too long in the time numbers. Maybe a combination of it all. They are loyal to no one, honestly. And this is what she says about the network. So, a lot to digest there. Some interesting points that I felt like she brought up was she says that she thinks that Porsha is so talented she could run her car into a school bus of children and somehow spin it that she's a hero. Here's the thing. I want to ask you guys this question, and I may have missed a couple of super chats, so I apologize. Helene easily says, is Cynthia a friend of the show now? From what I've heard, everybody was asked back. Let me see if I can address the super chats. Cynthia looks like she has some big feet. Porsha don't want to get mule kicked again. Thank you for that super chat. Grumpy Chazar says, Bravo going to do the Housewives of the Penitentiary. Thank you for that super chat as well. Let's see if I've missed any other ones. Dina the Explorer says, is this the bedtime podcast? Robyn's monotone voice will put me to sleep. Woo! Check out that snippet though. I want to know if you guys, I want to ask you guys a question. And I want you guys to be very honest with me in this. Thank you, Mary Vic, for the super chat. We appreciate you. So this is coming from a former co-host of Porsha's. Do you think that Porsha is just so well liked by the audience that we are willing to overlook a lot of things with her? And I want you guys to be honest. Bruce says, I think that it's a fake beef between Cynthia and Porsha. She just said that's one of her closest friends. I think producers told Cynthia she needed to step it up if she wants to remain a peach holder. Thank you for that super chat, Bruce. Sam Salah says, Porsha's been getting away with stuff other people wouldn't have for years. Sam Salah, thank you so much for that super chat. So yeah, I feel like not with this, but most times, yes. I do feel like because Porsha is so well liked by the fans that she does get away with things that I feel like a lot of other people wouldn't. But on the flip side of that, something that I've noticed on these shows is that when the majority of the cast turn or sort of villainizes one person, we, the audience, will tend to take up for that person to balance things out. So I feel like over the course of time, Porsha has been in the hot seat with the ladies, and most of the cast has turned against her at certain periods of time. And a lot of times it's been Porsha's own fault. But I also think that, you know, we have been rooting for her for such a long time to overcome so many things. So I think that it is true. I think that sometimes we do overlook certain things that she does because people like her. And I don't know. I mean, maybe that's just her blessing. I don't know. They say favor ain't fair. I can't really call it. I don't understand. I'm just literally thinking about it myself right now. You know, maybe she just has that magic touch. I really don't know what it is. So fresh, so clean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 says Kenya was right. Thank you for that super chat. I do think that she is likable, but I will tell you that again, you know, I like Porsha. I don't like this relationship move. That's just me personally. You know, I just think that she already had a great thing going, sort of being one of the voices of the Black Lives Matter movement, and that has nothing to do with her relationship, obviously. But I just think that this is going to take the focus away from some of the work that she's been doing. And, you know, it's just not the best look for her to be making this kind of move. And I wish that someone had advised her against it, to be honest. You know, I just also think that this man is just getting out of a divorce, and whether or not it's for TV or not, I don't think. I will say this one. Let me tell you one thing. The first thing I would say is, if it's real, I don't think it was the best move. If it's not real, and if it's just for TV, I don't think that's the best move either, because the optics just ain't enough optics. The optics don't add up to a win. That don't make this a win. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get it. You know what this reminds me? I ain't gonna say that. Because I feel like that people are gonna read into it if I say what I have to say. I just don't feel like it's the best move. And I think it gives people even more ammunition, because this ain't something that a lot of us would do. You know, a lot of us, we may disagree about things, we may fuss and fight and stuff like that. But to me, this is a line that I just feel like it was not a good line to cross. And I want her to be careful in the situation, because if it's real, this man is just getting out of a relationship for which he was married to someone. And whether or not there were allegations of cheating in that marriage, I think that there's a certain level of respect that, you know, you want to have as you move out of a marriage and move into a new relationship. Yali says, I agree, the engagement in my opinion is fake, but the network definitely loves her. Wonder how Dish Nation feels overall with this new Porsha. You know, interestingly enough, Dish Nation, when I saw a couple of episodes one of the episodes, a clip from the episode from when she got back from vacation, they seem to be really kind of relishing in this whole situation. Like, it's news for them, and they can actually get more mileage of it by talking to her about it and getting more information about it. And for them, I feel like it's probably great because she's in the headlines. Thank you for that super chat, though. Angel White says, people can't stand Kenya because she will not let us in her life. So everything she does comes off as evil and malicious, like she is the only one there to play a villain. I do believe that Kenya, and I think you could be right about that. I do believe that Kenya probably enjoys playing the villain. I think I don't believe that that's who she really is. I think that in her real life, from people I know who know her, they speak very highly of her. So I try to look at people as the characters they play on the screen, but then something obviously like this happens, and you have to look at the person's in real life. And we're looking at Porsha's, how she's moving in real life, and it just looks odd to us, right? SEM says, I'm intrigued to have a look at their train wreck lives because I don't keep friends like them in my personal life. Just entertaining for me. Absolutely. You know, most of us, by and large, I think would prefer to live drama-free lives. So it's fascinating to watch these relations play out. And I'm also very interested in the psychological aspects of what we're watching play out on the screen and on social media, and how it works within the narrative of the reality show that we're watching, right? Because what we're seeing now is, and I hate to get really philosophical with you guys, but a lot of what we're seeing now is that a lot of the show elements are playing out in the news media and social media, and particularly social media. And so it almost sometimes feels like the show is chasing, the actual show is either chasing social media, or it's just always a couple of steps behind social media at this point. And so I feel like in the future, as reality TV begins to move forward, there's going to have to be this element of, we got to get this footage right now, and we've got to play it as it's happening. That's going to have to happen in the future as we move forward. Leah Reed says, Porsha's likable because she's relatable. We all have that friend who does too much, but we still love them. I don't agree with this new situation. Absolutely. You know, and again, I always say, let's normalize, you know, liking someone, but not liking what they do. That's it. Lala Chanel says, something about this Porsha situation isn't adding up. No, you are correct. It is not adding up. It is not, 2 and 2 is not equaling 4 here. It's coming out to be 16. Okay. And I don't know how that math worked, right? So we'll see how things go as we continue to move along in this whole situation. And, you know, we'll continue to keep a watchful eye on it. I can tell you one thing. I was thinking that I did see that. I don't, is that her ex-boyfriend, or is that her new, is that what, I think he's an ex, right? Something going on. I did see an interview about that, and I didn't have a moment. I did not have long to dive into it, but somebody tagged me on it. So once I get a chance to dive more into it, then I'll also talk about it and promote it here, you know, because I like to do that. With that being said, y'all, thank you so much for tuning in today, for commenting. Another action-packed show as always. I want to say thank you guys for being here. If it were not for you, I would not have an outlet to talk about these things on a consistent basis that just grind my gears and give me so much joy. So I want to say thank you again for just being who you are and for enjoying this commentary as much as I do. Again, you guys have given me an outlet to talk about these things that I'm obsessed with. So I love it. 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 We'll continue to try to work on doing maybe some type of little brunch tour situation. Once I get the logistics and I can figure that out, then I'll let you guys know, you know, how we can work it out and how we can rock it. Y'all know I love y'all so much. I love y'all. I love y'all. Also, y'all, make sure y'all support these other content creators who are talking about this stuff too. It really helps us all when we're all talking about it and everybody is supporting. Thank you, Asata. I appreciate that. The divorce is not even finalized yet. It really helps everybody when we're all able to watch all of these different content creators and keep the SEO up for Housewives content. And so this continues to stay successful for all of us. So make sure you guys support your people that you love to watch. All right. With that being said, I will catch you guys tomorrow.